Okay, I didn't follow any of the rules on how to like have perfect lighting. I just want to see if this works. I just want to like get to talking about Drag Race and I'm so sad. Yay, we're live. Hi everybody. Hey you guys. This is Gabby from Budlong Avenue Productions and I just want to share my thoughts with you as I Sorry, I stopped and I actually turned YouTube off so that there wouldn't be like a delay. But hi, this is Gabrielle Glenn, and I am your friendly neighborhood story producer. And these are my thoughts on episode 11 of season 15 for RuPaul's Drag Race. This is the first time I've had a chance to watch it all week. I've been pretty busy, and I'm going to run to WeHo probably to watch the Oscars. So I want to get this done in about an hour. So let's see. Let's go. Let's watch this shit. How have y'all been? Are you good? Do you guys have plans to watch the Oscars? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay, here I go. Here I go.
Girl, we're back in the workroom and Malaysia's been eliminated.
I know that Selena's really happy, but that lip sync was a fucking mess. I'm so sorry.
I've lost one of the closest people to me in the competition. She's like the true definition of a sister. We loved, we fought, but at the end of the day, we still kikied and we
And I like Selena, and I love Malaysia, but I just don't. I feel like Drag Race needs to redo that song. The energy just wasn't there. It felt like they switched out the songs last minute, and neither girl really knew the words.
messed up. Remain humble, the fattest and the baddest from Miami. Malaysia, baby doll Fox. Baby doll, baby doll, baby doll. Miss Selena, how you feeling? So before I was only in the bottom because like design challenges. So I was only the designs, But now I'm officially a bottom bitch and like I didn't come
She's funny. I heard you. Ding ding. That cue. I got you.
here thinking I was gonna be that bitch. This is my first time in the bottom and I thought I was gonna be the one lip sync. So like
I love when they like expose the producers because allegedly they didn't want Mistress to go home, so they put Selena down there.
you gotta shake it off and just keep going. I don't think I did that bad last week. Oh, that was
Is this the producers entering their transparent era where they're like showing us the messiness?
she knows her way around cleaning the mirror at this point. I don't feel like the girls see me as competition because I've been in the bottom so much. But listen, I've allowed my light to be dimmed up until this point, but maybe not no more. No more Mrs. Nice Aesthetic, okay? She's coming out to play. Let's go, bitches. Congratulations.
Selena would do really well in a non-competition format because she got the heart, she has the intelligence. It's just because you don't do well in Drag Race does not make you a bad queen.
Can't get third win, bitch. You got it together. Third win. Three maxi challenge. Three maxi. I mean, it really felt like y'all were like gonna be ahead of me. How do you all feel? I'm surprised. Yeah. I really expected to win.
But like, why do they keep playing her like, oh, she's being delusional? If she was one of the top queens and her garment wasn't bad, it's just she didn't have the bump. That was suspicious to me. But like T from the stage, sometimes producers will ask the queens what they think in that moment. That's our job, and that's where that sound up comes from. But of course, you get in a post, you have a narrative, you can manipulate it any way you want. So I say this to say if you're going on a reality show, don't be scared to be honest. Just know that you don't have control over the footage. And as long as you're comfortable with the energy that you gave, you have nothing to worry about.
We got shocked. Lucy thinks she should win every week. I'm definitely seeing me being this close to a win as like, okay, but you have to get the win next time.
Okay, now we're setting up a new point of the story with Lux. Is she 2 episodes in? And understand we have 2 girls left before the 4-person finale. So is Lux going to make it to the finale or is she going to get knocked out? So that sound up right there was a really good way to set up her arc in this competition because so far all we've heard from Lux is that she's talented, she's never been on the bottom, she's always been safe, but she's put really impressive garments and performances together for these 11 weeks. So this is the beginning of us tracking Lux's story. Let's see what happens.
Here, the judges telling me that I have what it takes to go all the way. I'm like right behind Sasha, who is technically the front runner, but I think I'm the front runner in terms of charisma, uniqueness, and talent. So statistically, I want to be in second place, but I'm always going to be in
Girl, not y'all fighting over who's second place. That is not a winner's mentality, mama.
first place. How about we get out of drag? But don't get too comfy because the queen is coming for a crown. Yes, yes, I am.
Oh my God. The tension.
I said the queen, not the beast. I'm sure Lucy and Lux have the most fire under their asses because they were both on the top and they both felt like they should have won. And they smell blood in the water. And it's three girls away from Final Four. Like, that's crazy motivation for all of us. It's on. Is that Joey J?
I'm a gay ass bitch.
I'm a gay ass bitch. I'm the gay ass bitch. The winner of RuPaul's Drag Race receives a 1 year supply on the stock. You didn't have Beyonce body. I had Beyonce body on. Like the
Okay, hold
Lux
on, hold
version.
on. And no, you didn't, Lux. To stop lying.
Oh, not Kelly Michelle. It is a new day in the workroom. We are in top 7, which is something I never thought I'd be able to say. That's not true. That's a big lie that I just told, so I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
Michelle.
That sound bite right there is like it pays off in the end. I already saw the episode, so just know that it pays off. So if they ever like express doubt or any like strong emotion about their placement in the competition, know the producers are going to play that up. That's going to be a storyline. So if you're ever putting together a scene in post, just look for those sound bites. How do I think I'm doing? Did I ever think I was going to get here? Have I always been confident that I would get to the top 7? Because that's a way for us to track their progression and how well or not well they're doing.
More makeup than Marsha.
Damn, why y'all keep picking on her?
Marsha doesn't wear any makeup. Beyonce looks really fun. I loved mine. It was so sickening. I loved wearing my look. I felt really, really beautiful in it. Why weren't you pregnant though?
All right, so Lux was clearly a journalist in his past life because this person is asking the questions that people want to know.
She wasn't very far along when she announced her pregnancy. You can see the bump on the red carpet, the orange dress, and you can see it in the performance. You're insulting me right now, and like no, I'm not insulting her because she actually was pregnant. I'm insulting you because you had a corset on.
Oh.
Literally Googled the performance. She was rubbing her baby bump. Yeah, but Beyonce has body, so I wanted to.
Yeah, baby, but she had like body in the uterine area too. If y'all gonna serve cunt, okay?
And belly bump. You didn't have body on either. You didn't have Beyonce body. I had Beyonce body on.
No, you
Like
didn't.
the Lux version of the Beyonce body. Yeah. So why can't I do the Lucy version of Beyonce body? Because I feel like if you're pregnant, you should be pregnant.
But if you're gonna mimic a curvy woman, then you should be curvy, right, Lux?
I'm just like, let the unraveling begin. But she wasn't showing in her pregnancy. You can go back and look. I don't have to. I know. I know too because I did the look. I came in second last week. She did. So I don't really understand why she's trying to sort of read me. But we all know the deal. Talent gets you to the finale, not mind games. My queens, pardon my French and Saunders, but the key and peel to making comedy is to know when to cheat and when to charm. Now go back to Broad City where you belong. So definitely do a
Okay.
comedy duo.
So I'm glad we're getting these like she mails again, or rue mail. A nice way to like kind of make us guess what's about to happen. And now this is the first 90 episode that we've had since the show has premiered, so I will be noting a lot of different format changes and commenting on them as I see fit.
Hello, hello, hello. She's Miss Harley Quinn. Lady Kid.
I don't think they're that happy to see Ru all of the time. Like, come on, y'all sleep deprive these people and abuse them.
America's next
Just kidding.
drag superstar needs to have all the right moves. So, for today's mini challenge, we're going to celebrate a queer art form. Yes, yes, yes. We are throwing ourselves a Harlem Vogue ball, darling. I am looking for popping, dipping, and spinning shablam. Here, all of it, darling. You've got 15 minutes to get into quick voguing drag. So don't just stand there. Let's get to it. Step drop. I have nothing to wear for this challenge. Nipple ring.
Oh,
Calling all the up and coming children. Category is I'm so into voguing right now.
okay. For someone who gets crap about their lack of makeup, Marshall's quick drag is not too bad.
DJ, hit it. From the house of East Orange, Lux Noir, London.
I mean, she gonna eat.
Serving From the Casa La Duca, Lucy La Duca. No, come here. Lucy's been saying the whole competition, I got tricks. Oh, maybe she pulled out a cartwheel.
Ah, y'all leave Lucy alone.
Butch Queen realness.
At least she can do a little bit of a whatever that was. A shablam, a dip.
From the house of Aesthetic, Salina.
Damn, that's good. All that padding in 15 minutes work. Oh, y'all, she's so uncoordinated. Oh, let's watch that again.
Butch Queen realness. From the house of Aesthetic, Salina.
Oh, baby.
Selena is like flopping side to side. Someone's gonna get hit.
Is Selena a Leo? Lord, have mercy. That energy.
Magic girl realness. From the Brady Dynasty, Marsha. Yes.
Okay, random thought. I was thinking about this the other day when I saw Roscoe's with Kennedy Davenport and her comments on the drag queens from last episode. I feel like if they ever do an All Stars and they pair like the old school with the new school, if y'all ever go with that format, wow, I'm just gonna suggest that Kennedy Davenport and Marsha be paired up. I feel like that would be fire.
New York is wrapped up in you, darling. From the Colby Carrington Dynasty.
No, she gonna eat it.
Sasha Colby. Opulence. You own everything. Class is in session.
Yes, bitch.
Our Miss Brooks. I guess she forgot to shave.
Way to keep that visual thread going.
Here I come. From the house of you better walk that fucking duck. Anitra.
tried that duck walking shit and I was out of breath in 3 seconds. Like, you have to be an athlete to do that. My God.
That duck walk.
That is a good workout, though. I feel I should be duck walking. That's what I need to be doing for like 15 minutes a day. Just duck walk. Just fucking duck walk. Walk that fucking duck.
Category closed. Category is closed. Okay, queens. I saw stars.
That went by very fast. That was fun. I miss these mini challenges because it's kind of like the Rue and the girls actually do kind of feel like a family because I know that that's a narrative that Rue likes to push that this is a family, even though it's not. But these scenes help solidify that point.
Statements. But one of you was a legend. Oh, pit crew. Oh, careful, you're gonna put somebody's eyes out with that thing. I wish you would. The winner of today's mini challenge, snatching the grand prize trophy.
Real quick, okay, so somebody had to come up with the idea to not just announce the winner of the mini challenge, but actually present a prop. And for those who don't know, in the ball scene, like when someone wins something, they get a trophy. So I know it's very small detail, but when you're planning these shoots, think of ways to like show people what you're doing so it's visually exciting so you're not just talking the whole time. So props to whoever came up with that idea to actually have one of the pit crew present the winner an actual trophy, especially because we're so close and they're really hammering this story home that the finale's coming, the finale's coming, the finale's coming. So that trophy is a visual cue, like, okay, we're on the road to the finale. They're telling us what to think, what to focus on through those visual cues.
Is Anitra.
Yay, Nene.
Congratulations. You've won a cash prize of 2,500 dollars. Oh, oh no. My queens. Drag reminds us to not take life too seriously. So for today's maxi challenge, Bubbly wants us all to crack a
Okay.
smile.
Oh,
Hey, come pick your bubbly drink. No peeking. Sasha has mango. Up next, it's Marsha. Oh, Marsha has blackberry.
unlike the phone, she will soon be defunct in this competition.
Lucy got lime. Lux Nor London. Lux, you've got lime. That means you're with Lucy. I feel like Lucy may struggle with this.
Okay, how much of this was coincidence and how much of it was like the producer saying, no, 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 stick your hand over here? Because I'm telling you, producers are very crafty. Okay, we know how to make things look accidental.
With Lux. Oh my God! Weren't they fighting this morning?
I wish you were my friend. Can you please be my friend at Steadies? I love you.
And they're together. Selena is stiffy. Selena got cherry. Anitra, you
See why she like all the way over there? Because y'all be telling these girls where to fucking put their hands at.
got mango. That means you are with Sasha. Mistress, pick your poison. I am praying to the drag gods that I will be with the good team this time, bitch. I am ready for my redemption era. Mistress got blackberry.
Redemption era, y'all play very close attention to those words and see how and if Mistress's story unfolds these next two episodes. Because again, these are the top two episodes. We got to eliminate these two girls in these two episodes before we get to the finale. So she's been doing well this whole competition. Now you know they don't like to send people to the finale without giving them a little bit of story drama. So watch what happens.
So she is with Marsha. Oh, my bestie. Now, Selena, you alone have charity. You have a choice. You can choose to perform
Will Selena's finally pop her cherry and actually be in the top or win this episode? Tune in and find out.
solo, or you can steal a partner from one of the paired queens.
Why wouldn't they just let her be alone? Unless they were trying to make things harder for the girl they want to eliminate. I love watching this show because it gives me ideas when I go into my next job, like what to think of to enhance story or make it spicy.
There is a positive and a very big negative to going solo in this challenge. On one hand, I can really impress them and like get a redemption. On the other, it can go south and it's no one's fault but my own. So, Selena, what say you? I'm still a queen. Two titties are better.
So like you see that pan again telling us what to think, and it's very much giving this narrative that like we plan to make things very difficult for Marsha. Like she's been getting shit all episode.
Want to? All right. Which queen do you choose to steal? I'll take Mistress over here.
Didn't see that
Sorry,
coming.
bestie. I know you wanted
Did not see that coming at all.
That means Marsha, you'll be working solo.
Going homo, homo, homo. Like no homo, but like she's going home.
Anitra, because you won the mini challenge, you get to decide the order of performance. Later today, you'll workshop your material with Michelle Visage.
Again, like why wouldn't it be on the producers to choose the order unless they want to keep their hands clean, but they already chose the teams? What's Anitra gonna do? So we'll see.
Our extra special guest judge, comedy sensation Ali Wong.
Woo! We love Ellie in this household.
Racers, start your engines and may the best queen win. Cheers to me. Out of all the challenges, this is the one that I'm the most nervous about. Fuck.
Good sound bites. Good sound bites. When you're starting, you don't know really what to ask these queens, but that's a great question to ask. What challenge are you the most nervous about and why? I'm nervous about this one because just getting this was the challenge I was most dreading is great because it doesn't matter what how well or how non-well they do. That's still a good starting point to following their story. This is the beginning. Yeah, it's the beginning.
Oh my god, Anisha, I love your hair today. Lay it on us, Earl. This week's Maxi Challenge is a stand-up comedy challenge. Anitra gets to pick the lineup for the comedy show. Now, this can make or break your act. If you are starting and you don't have a good act, it's really gonna bomb. And if you go last and you don't have a good act, it's really gonna bomb.
Okay, so stakes. So now we have stakes. So if I were a story producer in that interview trial, would just ask like, okay, so what's the significance? Why is it so important to go first or middle or last? Like tell me what are the benefits or drawbacks to each of those things. And then you get a soundbite like Lucy just gave us.
All right, what's the sit? So opening, we have Marsha. Great. I know myself. If I were to go in the middle, I would be sitting in the chair, running it in my head over and over and over again. So I'm really happy. I just to get to like do it, and I'm done. Next will be Lux and Lucy, then Sasha and I, and closing we have the Divalicious Divas.
So this is my thing. I think I understand the producers' standpoint of why they chose Anitra because Anitra seems to be fair. Like, yeah, she's fierce as hell. She definitely deserves to be in the finale, but she's cool headed. I don't get her she's not very clicky. She doesn't seem like she is easily influenced by people. So that's good on the producers. You always need like one level headed queen to kind of make those producerial choices that the producers don't want to make, which kind of sucks. That puts a lot on them. That's a lot of pressure for someone that's just performing in a competition.
Okay, mistress. And Selena, what was your like plan of like, yeah, what was your process of choosing us in Atlanta? I don't have to tell y'all nothing about I want to. So we're down to seven, Handy. Oh, thank God my Anitra tattoo was only temporary. Miss Anitra was very strategic with her lineup. Thanks, Anitra. Thank you. I always prefer to be right in the middle because I think we've all been to those really, really long drag shows that seem to go on and on and on. But we're gonna make the most of it. Have you ever done stand up?
Oh,
I've never done.
okay. I have watched the episode, and without spoiling it, just know that like when you're compiling your bites from these queens, think of how they did, how their performance supports what they just said, especially if they're criticizing somebody else. So we just heard Mistress say, "Oh, this is going to go on and on and on." See if that's going to come back to them because I feel like it might.
No, but people just say that I'm funny sometimes. I get paired with Lucy, and despite our little tiff tap at the table earlier, I know that Lucy wouldn't tell me that my bad joke is funny because we both want to win this challenge this week. I really think that the judges are looking for us to have chemistry. It could be kind of like roasty. I can find something to compliment about you. I can say, oh, you're trim.
Y'all are not fucking slick. Do you see the garment in the background? That's oh, it's just little stuff. Like these producers are like technicians and magicians. Like the stuff that we would completely overlook. Then we watch it again and we go, oh my God. So like there's a rumor that the producers like already know who they want to send home that day. So it wouldn't surprise me if they were like, okay, the two of you who had drama, shit. I just it's Sunday. If you haven't watched it, I don't know what to tell you, but have these two girls that were just fighting a couple hours ago in front of the dress that like is at a disadvantage, that in front of a dress that belongs to the queen that's at a disadvantage because she's solo. So is she gonna excel? Is she gonna just do okay? Is she gonna like fail? Like we don't know yet. But these little touches like help create the story without too much prodding from the participants or contestants themselves.
On that, and we can come up with some type of a joke for you to say, like, goddamn tapeworm gets me every time. Okay, I'm liking this. This is Lux Noir Paris, Detroit, London, London, Lux Noir, London. And this is Lucy, you're safe. Lucy.
That's good.
I find it so funny that Lucy and Lux are paired together because they are two of the thirstiest bitches left in the competition, and they both will do anything to secure that win. So this will be very interesting to see how this plays out. It's just been a lot like puberty for me. A lot like puberty in that I'm surprised. Poor Marsha's over there talking to herself. You talking to yourself over there, girl? I have to. I know. Marsha, you feel like Selena meant to put you by yourself? Let me come over. Let me talk to you. Just know I have no ill will toward you. Oh, I feel like I might have done the same thing, honestly. Oh, yeah. Because, she's a funny bitch, so I get it. I totally understand. I'm a little panicked. It feels almost as if my training wheels have been taken off and I'm riding my two-wheeler for the first time.
That's what they make these young queens do. I'm telling you. You saw that meme of that swim instructor that's like coercing the little girl into the water, and then she finally like just pulls her in. That's what I feel like Drag Race does to these queens. Like, oh, you haven't done that before? That's fine. The water's fine, and then we throw you into the deep end and be like, well, bitch, if you drown, you're going home. Sorry.
We're gonna hit it out of the park, or I'm gonna flop, and I do not know which one it's gonna be.
Good tension. Good tension. It's okay if your cast members don't have a definitive like yes or no on a question. Sometimes ambiguity is all the tension you need, especially like actually into act 2. So that's good. That's like act 2 is where you put the scaffolding up to see, it's your foundation of story. Like you're in the thick of it. This is where you kind of make your predictions, who's going to do bad, who's going to do worse, because you're in the process of getting to the final part, getting to like the main project before you get evaluated.
I was just thinking as far as like maybe a layout. I could thank Lucy and Lux, and then you could get a bit, however long you want,
She is so beautiful. God damn, Sasha is everything.
and then we could do a bunch of this canned bits.
She not feeling it. She not feeling
I'm sorry. Just honestly, all I can think of right now is just like splitting migraines happening in my head. Yeah. I'm not really feeling great right now. As soon as I like sat down, I started to notice my vision was getting really spotty in my right eye. And it literally feels like if somebody were to just press on my forehead, my entire brain would just like explode. Like how my head feels right now is how that old lady felt when the ganja was like, kind of like your vagina. But I don't want to like stop working. Yeah. It's getting worse.
it. Yeah, no, I no, she needs to stop working.
I feel bad for Sasha because I'm not really as useful as I like normally
You don't have to be useful. You need to be healthy.
would be. I'm gonna grab an aspirin. Get your life. I'll be right back. The headache is really taking over her where she's not really coming up with anything. And this is about teamwork, so I don't know, I'm nervous. Look who's here.
Okay, so is that, are we in act 3 now?
The headache is really taking over her where she's not really coming up with anything. And this is about teamwork, so I don't know, I'm nervous.
I feel like that's the end of act 2 right there. That's the cliffhanger, but we'll see. We'll look at this graphic. Yep, yep. Now we're in act 3. Okay, so in this, we get preparation and then the start of the main challenge, I think. I'm a story nerd, so that's how I track stories. Like, what's the progression? When I'm in the field, I'm not just taking notes, I'm not just interviewing people, I'm not just directing cameras in the field. I'm writing down where I think act breaks can happen. Because, of course, what you think is an act break in the field is not always going to be the act break when you actually look at the footage and start putting it together. But it's helpful. It gives you a guide. So if you're ever in the field, just pay attention to parts of the story where you're like, oh shit, like what's gonna happen? That's your act break.
Look who's here! Hi! It's time for me to meet with the comedy coaches Michelle Visage and Ali Wong.
Now, the Virgo Michelle Visage is a comedian. Did I miss something? Help us sister out.
I love her so much. It's a little intimidating. Hi, Marcia. I'm so excited to see what you
I love Alex.
have. I have a pretty solid chunk. Solid chunk sounds like a fat stool.
I feel like I have to shit my pants.
All right, Marcia, let's go for it. Okay, so I'm opening the show. Oh, shit. You're doing it alone and you're opening the show.
No psychological warfare, I'm sure like the co-EP got in Michelle's ear and was like, yo, fuck this bitch up. Put doubt in her head.
Big advantage is you don't have to worry about someone else doing the same thing.
You know what? I just want to take a second. Like, I love what I do, and I would produce television and content for the rest of my life. But the aspect of this job that, like, I can't get over is like the amount of manipulation you would have to do to these girls on this show. Like, I don't know if I would feel comfortable with that. Like, how I would love to hear if any of you story producers or producers, period, like run across this video, this section of the video. Like, how do you reconcile that? How do you do what you need to do as a producer to elicit these responses but not feel like a horrible person or like completely destroy someone? Because I do think there's a fine line. And I'd love to hear from you.
Exactly. Because if they do, yeah, I went first and they copied me.
Oh my God. 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 Okay. So again, Going back to the dress, we saw the dress in front of Lux and Lucy, and now they're bringing up this point, this beat about a girl doing something that has already been done before. Again, if you haven't seen the end of the episode, you might not catch it, but this is why like it's so important. Pay attention to the notes that you take and really look at the footage when you get it, because like you'll start to see things connect. And it can be intimidating because it's so much footage, but if you notice when you're going through footage, things are popping up, themes are popping up at the same time. Maybe there's a connection. So just note that so that you can explore it a little later.
I love it. All right, Marcia, get it. You have to start with Mother RuPaul. RuPaul reminds me of Cinderella. She's beautiful. She is blonde. She always has a little raven flying around her, fixing her outfits.
That was good.
And you can't forget, she sat beside her two evil stepsisters. Yes, yes. Ross Matthews and Carson Kressley, unfortunately, could not be here tonight. They were recently cast in a remake of Parent Trap.
What's the connection? I say all this to say that even though like Miss Marsha's going through it, I feel like she's one of the strongest competitors, even though her edit doesn't reflect that. Like she's always fucking professional, and like they should be very proud of how they came off so far. Like it, that to me, a good edit when people get to see your professionalism is so much more important than how well you did. Because when people are booking you, we know what this show is about. So to me, I don't put too much stock on like elimination order. If I like you, I like you, and I'm going to support you regardless. And if I were a promoter, I would still book a lot of these early outs. I'd have kept working.
Like the other twins. Not so funny. You can think of something funnier there. Okay. Something that doesn't make sense. Maybe going with something really serious, like they're in rehearsal for Death of Salesman. Sure. They're in rehearsal for Magic Mike. That is very funny. I can see it. And then do.
See, he's really smart because I don't always feel like Michelle, she'll give advice, but I'm like, what does that mean? But Marsha is very smart and she knows how to interpret notes. See, that's part of being a creative is like learning to interpret what people say, because I don't think I'm that artsy fartsy, but I'm around a lot of people who are, that don't speak straightforward. And part of my development process has been like just taking the little bits that make sense and going, oh, that's what it means. Is that what you mean? And coming to an understanding. So if you're going to be a creative, you have to be a great listener and always try to find a connection between what you think they said and what they actually said.
Log line. Like Magic Mike, they've lost the magic. The magic is gone. Magic is gone. That's the one. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Have you ever done comedy, Lux?
Never, but people tell me I'm funny all the time.
But looks aren't everything, Lux.
Oh,
Thank
nice.
you very much. That was my comedy. I'll be here all week. Lucy, have you ever done?
Okay, I'll give her props. Like Lux is coming to fucking win. Like she's looking sexy. She's got the attention from our guest judge. So that's like, you know, getting those brownie points up. So come time to do the evaluations, maybe Allie won't be so harsh because now she's learned to like Lux and kind of have this connection with her.
Yes, I do a lot of things. Do you? Great. But I always do solo. Thank you. Are you ready to show us? Yeah. Yes. Oh, I heard that you have a sugar daddy?
A sugar daddy? Yeah, I actually do. He's really nice. I think he has a friend. He really has a thing for white girls with no rhythm.
Oh. For white girls with what?
No rhythm.
Oh, no rhythm. Okay. I don't want to lose any of these like great lines you're saying, so just make sure to like take your time because that's a great punchline. Do you have no rhythm, Lucy?
No.
Shade, I feel like they're gonna be friends, like in real life. Like Lux and Lucy are definitely gonna be friends after this.
I saw you earlier, girl.
I think I have rhythm.
I think I'm starting to understand the delusion thing going.
But do you really? I won in Lollapalooza, so.
Oh.
No, baby, no, baby, no. And I get it. Like when you're in that stressful of a situation, you have to give yourself as much props as you can. But there's a fine line between I'm supporting myself and I'm keeping it real because I know I didn't do a good job. You know?
How are you making money nowadays? I mean, I don't mean to embarrass you in front of all of your fans, but very funny.
I don't approve of that one, Lucy. Okay.
Is that okay to say?
No, it's fine.
Okay, if it got a laugh, baby, it's gonna stay.
Oh, yeah, no, girl, of course. I hear you really has a thing for white girls with no rhythm.
Again, I couldn't. I lost you on rhythm. Okay. Lux needs to work on slowing down. This is a group challenge. We either succeed together or we fail together.
Okay, so I say all this to say, like, even on set, let people fuck up. Don't like rush to their aid or like be. And this is really a note for me because I wear all my emotions on my face. Like if I see someone bombing, I just have to like be poker face because just because they did not that great or they had stuff to work on in rehearsal doesn't mean that they're going to bomb the challenge. And it doesn't mean they're going to win or lose either because apparently this show is a complete crapshoot and we don't know who's going to end up where.
Gonna tell like hookup stories that go wrong because of our drag personas.
Oh, that's unique.
Selena's playing coy. She's a nasty bitch. That's why I wanted to go with this direction because it's real and like even if we slip up on our notes, it's on the story we can tell because it's really happening.
Okay, good. All right, well let's give it a go.
I was craving a little Mexican, so I found me a sickening poppy bitch. I dimmed the lights and I played some seductive music to set the tone. Ooh, what's your favorite song to go get freaky to? Geronimo by RuPaul. Oh. I think I'm funny, and the coaches are definitely laughing.
Okay, no tea, no shade. I'm just gonna rush through this and just get straight to the garments. Okay, so we've got after Mistress and Selena, we've got like feedback from Anitra and Sasha. I kind of don't want to watch this because I have to like get ready to go soon.
Let's get going. Hear what you've got.
I'm going to start it off by thanking Lux and Lucy.
Do you know what the direction you're going to go in is?
Like I was thinking, like Drag's answer to Penn and Teller, which you want one of them mute and the other one.
That's good. You're on to something there.
And then it was going to go into Anitra's bit.
When I sat down to write, the pain was so excruciating that all I could think about was my headache.
Okay.
So I kind of just ran with that.
Okay.
I'm dealing with a migraine currently, bigger than Mistress and Lux's ego combined. Yes.
It's an inside joke. Are we gonna get it?
Right.
You never want to do an inside joke.
Wait, whoa. They're on the TV show. You have them sequestered for 2 months. Like that's an inside joke, but that doesn't mean it's not going to play in the edit. I wouldn't have listened to her.
Okay. Yeah. My head is throbbing harder than Selena during Pride season.
That was good.
To Selena, she
scrapping it.
What was wrong with that? I don't understand. Like y'all really be fucking with these girls. Like I don't like there was nothing wrong with that joke. No. See, I see why Michelle gets paid so much money. You be there to fuck with them girls' brains. There was nothing wrong with Anitra's joke. There was nothing wrong with Anitra's joke.
And then I have, but lucky for my man, my head is an absolute mess.
Why is your man lucky if you can't get head?
Yeah.
A sloppy mess? You could say a sloppy mess.
Girl, it's not going well. Trying to figure out the headache jokes is making my headache worse. Should I scrap the headache?
Why don't they let these queens smoke weed? Like it's California, it's legal. Like let them get high, okay? Because apparently they let people get high on All Stars 3.
When are you funniest? When do you make people laugh the most?
I don't know.
There are
being herself.
Jokes in you, Anitra. Sasha can help you. You're a team. Yeah. You go down, she probably goes down. So
that won't happen. Oh, oops.
Make people laugh the most.
I don't know.
There are jokes in you, Anitra. Sasha can help you. You're a team. Yeah. You go down, she probably goes down. So it's important to look out for one another in this situation. So keep at it and see the bubbly side and turn it on for us tomorrow.
I just want to pray that the physical is overwhelming her and she'll click in because I don't want us to be on the bottom.
You won't be. They're going to make sure that you never fall on the bottom of each. Sasha. It'll never happen.
Is overwhelming her and she'll click in because I don't want us to be on the bottom.
I'm worried about Anitra. I do.
Girl, you don't act that well.
It is a
Elimination Day, and tonight we are performing our comedy sets in front of the judges and a live audience.
Okay, when I was on Top Chef, something that helped me a lot because these competitions that happen multi days, it can be confusing to know the difference between real life New Day and story New Day. Um, so if you're mapping out your schedules and what you're going to shoot that day, the schedule should reflect not real life, like, oh, we shot this on Wednesday and Thursday. It should reflect, like, when I put this together, is this the same day? So they could have gone to rehearsal, changed clothes, and then come to this room on the same day. But for story, that doesn't make sense. We have to cut it up because we have to make it look like they got some rest or whatever. And real life scheduling is not story scheduling because we have to get things done very fast. So that always helped me, like, okay, this in Storyland happens on one day, this happens on one day. And that always helped me know what questions to ask when I was in the interview chair.
So how
I like that hat from Lucy, not Lucy, Selena.
be feeling?
I feel good. I definitely kind of feel like I got like a little bit of a rough start. I'm feeling good today. It's pretty clear that none of the headache jokes were landing. So after the coaching session, I did take a different direction and I feel much better about it today.
I'm excited to see that we are applying the critiques. After
Okay, so now we have some resolution. What changes did you make according to the feedback you got? How are you feeling about this new direction? Yeah.
pretty rough start. I know that my shit has to be tight, and I'm just praying that Anitra's head is in the game, literally.
How are you guys feeling after everything?
Really good.
Yeah, I'm feeling super excited.
Yeah, very confident. So how are you and your partner doing, Marsha?
Me and Marsha are doing really well. How are you feeling working solo? You know, part of it's just a little scary because I didn't have anybody to like work off of. Yeah. And I had to kind of, come up with everything myself.
Was that something that like made you nervous?
I really tried to think of it like, okay, this is a blessing. This is an opportunity for me to kind of shine on my own. This is the first morning I've woken up with butterflies in there. Just because if I mess up, it's like all on me.
I will admit, being alone in a challenge like this, don't let it like throw you off.
Girl.
I feel like if you get thrown off, it's gonna be like even worse for you because you don't have someone else to pick up the slack.
Exactly.
It's like
That's true.
it's only
Poor
it's
Marshall.
only you.
I just want to hug him. Oh my God, it's okay, Marshall. You're gonna do great, Marsha.
Her out. Oh, you think that's what's happening?
Get swim. Them hoes is shady. If that
Girl, Lux is a fucking demon, y'all.
you treat your friends like, I don't want
Girl, I'm the same way. Same. Same, Sasha.
to watch your enemies.
Would you say that you get your humor because of growing up chubby? I know for me, I grew up really chubby, and it's because I'm not the pretty one. You gotta entertain the kids with a little, humor.
Why is it that every time Selena starts talking about some real shit, she looks like a sleep paralysis demon?
Affect me. I
always kidding.
just say what's on my mind.
Been doing that, girl.
I think also it's different too when you're like born and raised with a whole bunch of Latinas because we
They
like to
cut
cut
up.
Me and Mistress vibe. Like, we're both thick, we're both Latinas, we have similar upbringings and perspectives, so I really relate to that.
Also too with Latinas, it's like they also keep a lot of stuff hidden.
That's like a big reason. I think why me and my family like just didn't see eye to eye. My mom, me coming out gay, being a drag queen, her biggest thing was like, what are
And
people
that's another thing, like, Mistress and Selena are having this cool conversation. Why are we going back to Marshall? Like, what does she have to do with any of this? And it's not because that was the only look they have. They have individual shots of all the queens, but they're trying to tell us something that her being by herself is going to be a disadvantage. Either it's going to go great or it's going to fucking send her home or land her on the bottom.
Ruining the dream. That's hard. Was there like something that prompted like the cutoff?
So from 17 up, I was already on my own. but I would always try to give my mom little ways to come back into my life. I had broke my ankle one time when I was performing in a brunch show.
Oh, you fucking too hard?
And got my ankle like snap, full like
Is that why you wear them little heels, huh, mistress?
bro. And I go to get up, and it's like a movie. Like my leg is like spaghetti. Call my mom when I'm in the emergency room. Like, hey, I broke my ankle. I need you to come, help get my medical thing situated. Like, okay, my stuff. So she shows up, and she goes, "What the fuck are you wearing?" Because
Wow. Wow. Wow, mom.
I'm in drag. So keep in mind, I'm in so much pain now. So I literally told her, "Girl, please leave me alone and forget I even ever reached out to you." And like after that day, I have not talked to my mom.
I could, but see, this is who y'all, you want to tell people, oh, you need to have kids. Why would you have a child? If something as innocuous as them being a cross dresser is going to throw you over the edge, you're not worried about the fact that this person, or is their mental health good? Are they a self sufficient human being? Are they not a menace to themselves and others? That should be your focus. I would not care. I probably would make some gay babies, but I wouldn't care. It wouldn't bother me.
Like years.
I wouldn't either.
I
No.
think when I was younger and as I grew up, I kind of always pictured that when I became an adult that we would work it out. But I think that some of the things my mom has said and done are just unforgivable. So I don't think that I would ever have a relationship with her. And I think
That's how I feel about some people in my family too. Like I've tried. I really thought at like my big age, we would be able to just come together and say, listen, we might not see eye to eye, but let's find something that works for us. And like that hasn't happened. So there is a period of mourning, even though you know you made the right decision to not have this person in your life. It still hurts because the fact that you had to let them go does not is not congruent with the fact with this image of a family you had in your head. And for me, I've spent all year mourning this, like the reality that I just don't have that family and I'm gonna have to make my own.
after that day, it just helped me realize that I can't keep putting myself out there to expect something for someone who doesn't see me as a normal human being. But it was just such a learning experience, and like weirdly enough, one of like the best things to ever happen to me. Breaking my ankle really showed me so much about who I can depend on, who really matters in my life. And now, if I have a bionic ankle, nothing is gonna break or shatter her. I feel unstoppable at this point.
Is that also, like a metaphor for her heart, for her preserve? Now that she's been broken by her mother, she's been built up into something that's stronger and that can endure the shit that comes with being this person and mistress. I mean, come on now. Come on, Detox Junior. So I think we're still in three, but we're about to end soon, I think. I don't know. Hey, Marsha.
Oh my god! Faces! My name is Marsha. I'm sort of a newer drag queen, so being here has felt a lot like puberty to me. My body is changing. I'm like discovering a lot of insecurities that I didn't know that I had. But guess what? I'm finally a B cup. um,
Oh, it's a pretty lady.
but yes, another journey that I've really been going on since I've been here is with my makeup. When I got here, we'll say I wasn't necessarily doing drag per se. I was more enhancing my natural beauty. Yeah, and everybody at home kept telling me how pretty I was, which begs the question: where were you when you realized your entire hometown was lying to you? Yeah, I was.
I don't think she's doing bad. I mean, but again, like I'm sure they got a minute of room tone, and they just put those dead spot. Room tone is basically when you tell everyone to be quiet, and then you record 30 seconds of complete silence. It's really, really helpful when you need dead air in edits such as these, even if the queen's not doing that bad.
television. Yeah.
That was out of context. That whole thing was out of context. See, that's being a crafty magician with an avid. She wasn't yawning at Marsha. That close up look of Selena could have been from anywhere.
Applause for the judges. This table of icons. You may notice that Ross and Carson are not up there tonight. Unfortunately, they cannot be here. They are filming Die Hard 20 down the street. Yeah, not exactly what I meant when I wanted more diversity in Hollywood, but you take what you can get. On the judges panel, we have Ursula the Sea Witch, everybody. Woo! Give it up for T.S. Madison. Your critiques have got some of these girls really nervous. And when I say these girls, I do mean myself. I am very nervous around you. And with that, I think that's my time. Y'all have been an incredible audience, so welcoming, and it is part of my job as the show opener to introduce our next pair of girls. These two are some of my closest friends in the competition, so I can tell you from a really sincere place that they're both rotted garbage people. Yeah, Lux Noir London and Lucy LaDuca. Thank you.
She didn't do bad. Like I promise you, I have a feeling that Marshall actually did making fun of her, but Marsha actually did a good job, okay to good job. It didn't justify her being on the bottom. I can tell you that right now.
So much. Oh, hello. Now, first of all, give it up for Marsha.
Yes. Oh my God. Wasn't that such a funny joke? Her comedy wasn't half bad either. Am I right? You know, Lucy, I'm sure nobody's ever told you this, but you have really nice teeth.
Thank you.
How do you keep them so white?
I whiten them.
Oh my God. I didn't think you could get any whiter.
Oh, wow. Okay, here's how. This is what you do. You take the white strips, okay? Now, those pesky directions will tell you 30 minutes. Forget it. Put them on. Babe, you go to bed. Oh, yeah. 8 hours later, you're going to wake up and your teeth are going to be white. They'll be on your pillow, but they will be white.
How white do they get?
Oh, girl, they get so white, they put mayonnaise on everything.
Oh, honey, I bet they get so white, they say, "Can I speak to the manager, please?"
Girl, they get so white, they find my comedy funny.
I know that's white.
It's good. I can say when it's good. I don't like saying it, but I can say it.
Lexi, I don't mean to embarrass you in front of all of your fan, but I heard a nasty rumor that you might have a sugar daddy.
A sugar daddy? Actually, I do. Oh my God. He's so sweet, and I hear he has a friend. Wink, wink.
Oh, sweetheart, listen. If I wanted a sugar daddy, I could probably get his number from you, right?
Oh, yeah, girl, no. Of course.
All right, listen, we gotta get out of here, okay? I am late for my lobotomy.
Our next duo consists of a legend, an icon, a star, a former Miss Continental, and a trailblazer in our community.
And the other one is Anitra.
We are the two stoned queens, you know what I mean? We're living the California sober dream, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. I'm feeling like Demi Lovato up in here.
No me gusta. No me gusta.
Love it.
My name is Anitra. I'm from Sin City, Las Vegas. So that means that I have a venereal disease and I can show you a great time. And now, some canned bits. You know, sex is a misdemeanor.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. The more you miss, the meaner you get.
Oh. You know what they'll say? They say sex is a lot like playing bridge.
What do you mean?
Well, if you don't have a good partner, you better have a good hand.
Okay, that was a good one. Like, what do you want from these women?
You know what I love more than canned bits is, you know what I love?
I think I know.
I think you know.
I think I do.
You know, yeah, I think you know. We love some La Concha. Yes, mama, let's get sickening.
Oh, okay. That is a good skill to have when you're hosting brunches and bingo, though. But
They're not getting a lot of laughs. There's some dead air, and
that literally could have been anyone, honestly, because I haven't seen anyone that's been like amazing yet. Like, yeah, Lux and Lucy were good, but it's like I wasn't like dying out of my seat laughing.
snowflakes, we just get such a bad rap, you know? It's like we're lazy, we're forgettable, yeah, we're get the munchies, yeah, we're forgetful. Wait, um, we're right.
She said forgettable and forgetful. Those are two different things.
What are we talking about? What were we talking about again? Well,
I'm not about to watch this. I'm sorry.
I'm feeling a little bad for him at this point. God, this bit is lasting longer than Evie Oddly's dick. Oh, yeah. I went there. It's like a bell. Can't unring it, all right? Let's just go for it. All right. What we really want to talk about is Michelle's huge balls. Ew. Michelle Visage's balls were so big, she lovingly refers to them as Latrice and Eureka. But unlike Latrice and Eureka, Michelle's balls have lasted an entire season of Drag Race. Damn! Our time for you is over. Welcome to the stage our next two divas, Selena S. Titties and STDs, Mistress Isabel Brooks. Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Thank you, Sasha and Ichima. Who knew getting high can bring such a new low, girl?
Oh,
These people are so beautiful. Look at all the sexy men in the audience. Ooh, you're right. Ruth does look good tonight, doesn't he? Mistress, as a juicy, thick Latina, it's hard to get a man sometimes. They can handle all this. One time I was at a Christmas party and I was dressed as a pregnant Mrs. Claus. As a who? Yeah, I had this prosthetic belly. It was out to like here. And there was this fine piece of trade across the way. He was hairy and veiny, and he was like size 6'5". He came over to me, right? He said, "Son, I want to feel that baby from the inside." Girl, so I said, hit my address, right? I run home, I throw my shoes off, I take my hip pads off, right? You keep the belly on, bitch? Duh, you can't get pregnant twice. So I text Trade. I said, meet me in the communal laundry room downstairs, okay? I put on my chanclas. I run over. I open the door. Trade is bent over the dryer on its final spin cycle. His figgy pudding just shaking in midair. Remember, he was 6'5", girl. I'm like trying to get in there. Reach, girl, reach. So I whisper in his ear, right? I'll be right back, Poppy.
wait, I don't get it. Was he fucking? Was he having sex with a machine?
I grab my highest pair of platform stiletto heels, put them on. I kick open the door. He's vanished. It was just me, my unborn child, and a hot, steamy load of laundry. Girl, that's why I don't even entertain trade and drive. I was craving a little Mexican, so I hopped on the hookup apps to go shopping. You know, the yellow Facebook. And I found this sickening poppy girl. He was hairy, veiny, and 6'5". He sounds perfect. Girl, he was. So I start doing my normal routine before Trade comes over. I dim the lights. I put on some seductive music. I like something sexy and sensual. I just knew Poppy was gonna make me go.
All right. So we're gonna go to the Marsha's first. Marsha is such a good actress. Like she completely sold me on that look in the first 2 seconds. With that, her fighting off the other girl.
What, did Jan win or something?
Honey, I am limping down this runway, girl. I'm a pageant queen, and I won, and all the girls didn't think that I deserved it. So they tore
Wow.
apart my dress. And of course, I'm crying. This is supposed to be my moment. If I can be beautiful and in pain and funny at the same time, that's drag, mama.
You know, this
It
pageant
is.
can be so cutthroat. Lucy LaDuca.
Viola Swamp really got a makeover.
I'm giving you Nosferatu.
We haven't seen this from Lucy before, and I don't think the show really touched on the fact that she's a huge horror movie fan. So I could see someone seeing this look and be like, oh, this doesn't really look like Lucy at all.
Illness girl. I'm serving a Victorian vampire queen. She's been alive hundreds and hundreds of years, and all of her clothing has been dragging through the mud, and everything is just torn and spooky, spooky, spooky. I
It's good, but I feel like I don't know if like this is one of my looks that I'm in love with her with.
look dead.
Interview with a vampire. I gotta tell you, the dry cleaners in Transylvania are the worst. Lux Noir, London. I can see her wee wee pole. Yeah. This look was inspired by RuPaul herself. She wore this look in the 1980s. She was in a punk rock band called Wee Wee Pole. It's just like this.
That's one way to ensure that you go to this finale, right? It's good. It looks really good. It looks really good.
Shiny kind of Liberace Mad Max type of
Deja vu.
yes. Sasha Colby
She's got great genes.
from the House of Rip Torn.
Ah, ah, nothing gets between me and my Calvins, except all that ass. This gown is a denim dream shredded to bits, giving you early 2000s VMA. I feel like a TRL moment, honey. I feel like that total request live.
It's iconic. That's from my era. So like, yes, I'm definitely living for this. Although the rip is giving me like I don't know if she said this, but Christina Aguilera from Stripped. That's what it's giving. Good job though.
What I shred. Anitra, if you stay shreddy, you ain't got to get shreddy.
I am giving you this
Neutral would definitely be getting a lot of Fashion Week requests. She has the body of it. She can walk like an angel. It's all there.
shredded cat suit. My concept is a lotus shredding through the mud and coming out to blossom on top of the lake. I'm giving you hot pink underneath to represent the lotus, and I'm giving you green to represent the water and the murkiness of it. Lotus flowers can only blossom
It doesn't. Anitra's green doesn't really read as green. It's more like black, gray, cobalt, blue.
when they're in muddy or dirty waters. You kind of have to like go through something to come out on top and shine.
Rin.
This episode is speaking to me.
For her pleasure.
Delina's titties.
This week, my runway is the story of a woman escaping for a better life. My mom told me how she got to America. She was 17, running, crossing the border. No one knows how hard it is and what that takes trying to get here. Baby, I got my big Latina hair. I got my cobija that's shredded, honey. My runway's dedicated to every Latina mother who wanted more for their family.
Okay, I gotta be honest. Selena is probably one of the smarter queens of this season, but her intelligence, the brilliance, does not always come through in her execution. Um, I really am looking forward to seeing her grow and like connect the dots better because and I had this critique of her last time, like from here up, it's giving like very, very glamour. And I know she's trying to do the big Latina hair, but it just it's giving glamour. It's giving pageant. It's not like that. Like she could have ripped up that blanket and made that her dress. Like instead of a super glam look, she could have really like told a story with her makeup. Like when you're crossing the border, you don't look that good. So I don't think her makeup should have reflected that. But it's all a learning thing, and I know Selena's just she's gonna kill it in a few years.
Mistress Isabel Brooks.
She is booked, burnt, and blessed.
I didn't burn, I crystallized. It's Madonna's Material Girl meets Mugler meets Moschino with just a hint of Texas drag. I look so fierce, I feel so fashionable, and the judges are eating it up. Y'all see the shape, honey. Ooh, sickening. putty.
It is. It is. I still don't understand the story. What Mistress is trying to say is giving Marilyn Monroe, but like, why is it torn up? Like, who did this to you?
Pussy is on royal.
She's got one in the pink and two in her butthole.
Welcome, queens. It's time for the judges' critiques. Starting with Marsha.
So, Marcia, you had to start the show. It's a tough gig to do. You landed some laughs, but most of it kind of just started to fall flat. I think it just wasn't really funny enough. But you clearly have such.
It wasn't funny enough. She's not a comedian. Okay, like these critiques are very all over the place. They're very unbalanced. It's people that should be getting called out for things are not getting called out for things, and people that are getting called out for things, it doesn't really make sense.
A great stage presence. You just forgot to do that log line for the movie to explain why you picked Die Hard 20. Like, they could have been like, Carson and Ross are starring in Top Gun 3. Just the volleyball scene. Tonight on the runway, though, I love this look. Lucy did it not
Why didn't they give her that critique in? Maybe they cut it out, but why didn't they give her that critique during rehearsal?
long ago. So if I were you, I would have been a crafty queen and thought of something else.
Okay, that's a stupid comment. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to come from Michelle Visage, but that's stupid. All right. Anybody that know when you work on these shows, it's 17 hours a day, 7 days a week for 7 weeks. Like, tell me what time was Marshall going to have to redo her fucking garment? They have to sleep so they don't fucking have a nervous breakdown. Y'all don't make any sense.
When there's 7 girls left, it has to be more.
It has to be more. More like I need to justify your elimination.
More. Up next,
That's why I don't the queens don't take this shit too seriously. They have a narrative before they even see your face in person. Don't feel bad.
Lucy LaDuca.
What I like about this look is that this is very different for you. It's creepy and Bram Stokery. It's just so good. And the comedy challenge, you clearly have such a strong stage presence, and that was clear from the jump. And so we had a lot of high expectations, and you really rose to the challenge. It was really great.
Girl, those white jokes were so funny to me, honey. I almost fell out of my skin. You did a really good job.
It wasn't that funny. I'm just gonna say it right now. I don't feel like those white jokes are that funny. They could have done more with that. I mean, like, how long have we been telling white people jokes?
All right, up next, Lux Noir, London.
You were so funny. And like we had talked yesterday about because I couldn't hear some of the words you were saying, and I could hear every word you said. You were wonderful together. I thought your timing was good. I thought you were listening to what Lucy was saying. You really did a wonderful job, Lux.
You came here to win this competition, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they all did. They all did, Maddie.
I love this look. I love the way it's a homage to the mother. You get it. Let me just talk about this look. I'm going to try to talk about it without crying, okay? Because
She ain't got no feelings.
I wore this look in 1986, and it just brings back so many great memories for me because, I was this freak running around New York City. And if you had asked me if I'd be sitting in this seat hosting a television show back then, you know what my answer would have been? Yes. Yes.
Okay, children, never forget, never ever lose your confidence in yourself. I don't care if you are eating shit on the ground. You won't be there for very long. Hopefully not literally, but never give up on yourself. Always believe in yourself.
So it all comes full circle. Thank you. Thank you. Up next, Sasha Colby. When you bent that corner, I said, baby, she tore that shit up. This is why in the comedy challenge, I was like, girl, nah, you trying to rely on this stoner stuff, honey.
Yeah, there was a lot of lulls. The pacing needed to stay up. It's really hard to make Michelle Visage balls and dick jokes, and you made fresh ones that were really good. But that was probably like the peak of the performance. I just wanted more of that, and you have it in you. You're a very naturally funny queen.
Colby, girl, I want more from you. Anitra.
The fuck? Can y'all stop saying I need more of her? What does that mean?
I just think for you, there were moments like I felt you were lost or scared.
She had a migraine.
Felt like Sasha was doing the heavy lifting. So I wanted more confidence, which is weird because when you come out here and drag, you're powerful.
Michelle's absolutely right. The confidence you have on the runway, and you have so much confidence on this runway, is yours for the taking throughout your life. I am really enjoying this look, honey. It gives me body, and I'm a body girl, and I like the way you. Yes, do that again. Ooh, let me see that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Up next, Selena's titty.
Let's talk about the challenge. I want to give you credit because you got to the storyline quicker. I thought it was funny. I thought the execution was good. I think you look absolutely beautiful, and I love the story that you're telling. I think I might have been even more excited about this look had it just been a dress made from that blanket and you had really made it couture. I think that would have been something that we've truly never seen on this runway before.
All right, Mistress Isabel Brooks.
This look tonight, stunning. It's burnt up Marilyn Monroe. It's just fun. It's drag.
I love the way that you, as a big girl, come out and you serve the girls, honey, letting people know, honey, that we thick girls are gorgeously burnt up too, okay?
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a big girl winner. Like Mistress has been serving looks this entire time and has never apologized or shrunk, and nobody should do that.
You also came a long way when we were doing the rehearsal. You were not interacting with Selena that much, but on the day, you guys were really bouncing off of each other. I felt like you were two preachers delivering the unholiest of sermons.
Thank you, ladies.
Cool. All right. You're gonna.
You are safe. You may step to the back of the stage. Thank you so much.
Gracias.
From being up to the bottom. That's good for Selena. She was on the bottom and now she's safe. Good for her.
Lucy LaDuca and Lux Noir London. Tonight, you had the white stuff. Congratulations, you are both the winners of this week's challenge.
That's good. I'm proud. I think this is Lux's first win and Lucy's first major challenge win. So that's good. Happy to see that they were able to work well together. They didn't let this fake beef keep them from a win. So congratulations. I also think the producers are fucking with Lucy a little bit by giving her her first major win be a double, like a win with another person.
You've each won a cash prize of $5,000, courtesy of Bubbly Sparkle. Chuck, you shredded the runway, but your comedy had some holes in it. So
Okay, we have our bottom three. My predictions from bottom three. I don't think Marshall was bad. I don't. I really don't. It really should have been Anitra versus Sasha in the bottom, but we know they were never going to let that happen. So unfortunately, sometimes these queens do get sacrificed for the sake of story. And if someone were to come up to me and be like, "What should I do? What's my strategy?" My strategy will be to have a plan for what you want to happen when you come off this show. What do you want to accomplish and make plans for that because you do not control the narrative as a contestant. It makes absolutely no sense to try to guess how you're going to outsmart producers. You can't.
Colby, you are safe.
Rigor Morris. I like Sasha a lot, but honey, y'all are not even trying to hide the bias here.
Thank you so much.
Well, she had to be on the bottom one. I mean, she's not God. She's not going to do well in every challenge. So like, what's up with this like This pause, like you don't need to make a big deal of it.
Marsha, Anitra, I'm sorry, my dears, but you are up for elimination.
It ain't that deep, Valerie. Damn.
It's beating so fast. I'm just like trying to keep myself calm. I know that Anitra is one of the best performers in this competition, and I know that Anitra is going to turn it out. So I'm going to try and turn it out just as hard.
Okay, so what I love about this is that in Marshall's confessional, she's very calm. She's also a little like impish, a little bit. She's not giving tons of confidence, so we don't know where she's at. She's not defeated, but she's not like blowing herself out of the water. So I'm excited. I get some surprises in this lip sync.
Ladies, this is your last chance to impress me. Save yourselves from elimination. The time has come. You to lip sync for.
Pretty Marsha, I'm about to show you who's boss, bitch.
Good luck and don't fuck it up.
I like that little. So it's like now she's fearful. Now we're like, is Marsha gonna do well or not? Because she's already expressing doubt, and this song hasn't even been on for 2 seconds. I don't even know why folks are sleeping on Marshall. Like, isn't she a trained dancer? Come on now. Yeah.
Free Willy!
Such an iconic moment, man. Whoever edited this, like the pacing, never felt like it was lagging. It didn't feel too fast. It was like, I love it. I'm calling it now. These producers are definitely gonna find a way to put Marsha with Kennedy Davenport. I'm sorry. You can take it from me. I don't care. Just make it happen. Because they're both dancing divas. And Kennedy talked crap about Marshall last week at Roscoe's. I'm telling you, y'all have got to do an old school, new school like pairing. It has to happen. It has to. And I don't know if anyone should be eliminated. I don't know. Maybe they should. I don't know. Yeah, they should be eliminated. How does she do that? That was cute. That little like come on, Marshall. Yes. I love when the queens sync up. See? Okay. Fucking Allie, man.
You may join the other girls.
They were not getting rid of her. They might not give her the crown, but they definitely want Anitra to go to the finale, as they should, because she deserves it. You put up a good fight, Marshall. Do not feel ashamed. Do not feel defeated, honey. You did that. Trust.
Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. We've got much more than a hunch that you gonna be a big, big star.
And so mote it be.
Now, sashay away.
Thank you for helping me evolve who I was. Thank you so much to all of you, really. I love you, Marshall. Forget the nose. Ow, my heart.
Definitely one of the best exit lines. So good job. Good job.
I'm honestly not super bummed. I feel really proud of what I've done here. Having just lip synced against Anitra and to have actually kind of put up a
You didn't kind of bitch. You did that. You put up a solid fight, and I'm proud of you.
fight, I feel really good. I pushed my makeup skills. I'll be most importantly, Ariana Grande knows who I am now. So I mean that's worth $200,000 to me.
Congratulations, queens. And remember,
All right.
if you can't love yourself, how in the hell?
Oh shit. Oh. Yeah, that's shady as hell. Y'all like something about this frame is sending me like Anitra versus Selena. I wonder if that's who's gonna send Selena home. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of messed up that y'all got rid of Marshall like right before the musical. I just don't understand the purpose of like casting queens and not wanting them to do well. There's enough drama baked into the competition to get footage, to get good content. Like, why do we have to get involved in like, oh, this person can't go home? If they messed up that week, they need to go home. So sorry. Let's look at these previews.
Next time on RuPaul's Drag Race, you'll be starring in Wig Loose.
You didn't miss a beat. Cracking me up the whole time. I hope
I love Pat, so I'm so happy he's here.
you had fun because I feel like you're a workaholic.
I'm not even cutting up. I just feel like you're not being real, Lucy.
You think I'm not being real right now?
There goes Lucy lying.
I feel like y'all are messing with her, and I don't like that. I'm sorry. There's light shade and there's like abuse. Like, you're not supposed to be abusing the contestants. All right, that's enough. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this live stream edition of RuPaul's Drag Race episode 11, season 15. I will talk to you all later. Have a wonderful week. Stay blessed, stay focused, and don't let anybody get in your way. Love you. Bye.